You know, Gavin, I can see boxing isn't just about a bunch of guys swinging their fists. There's actually art involved in it.
There really is. In our next clip, we'll have a chance to learn more about a great musical artist who's been involved in jazz for many years.
In 1980, jazz musician Ed Bickert won a Juno for the Best Jazz Album. In 1996, he was a member of the Order of Canada. Let's roll the clip.
I recently sat down with famous Canadian jazz musician Ed Bickert to talk to him about his career.
I'm Ed Bickert. I'm a retired guitar player, and I had always intended to be a musician as long as I can remember. And there again, well, I came to Toronto to get into the music scene, and I was pretty well focused into the idea of being a musician by that time, like in the early 50s, and in spite of a few discouraging things that happened, I still wanted to do it, so I did it.
While learning how to play, Ed basically taught himself.
It's a matter of getting together with other guitar players and just, you know, learning some things from them, and a lot of things just learning by listening and, like I say, trial and error. So
Ed also had many memorable moments throughout his career.
I had some, you know, very wonderful experiences playing with some of the American people who had come here just to play in a club or something, and also when Paul Desmond and I got to play together, that felt really good too. So those were certainly a couple of my favorite experiences musically.
A few years ago, Ed had an accident which damaged his arms. Many people feared he would never play again.
I just started towards the house, and my feet just went out from under me, and I went crashing down and broke both my arms at the time, and that certainly slowed me down for quite a while. Middle of the night operations that lasted for I don't know how many hours, but it got all fixed, and after like a year or so, I was back in business.
I was also fortunate enough to sit down with one of Ed's old band members and old friends, Rick Wilkins.
Okay, my name's Rick Wilkins, and I've been playing, I guess, gosh, I started on piano when I was a kid, about 5 years old, but I've been playing the saxophone since about age 15.
Rick and Ed have known each other for decades, and they have worked on dozens of albums together.
Yes, well, we both played on a lot of albums with Rob's big band. I don't know how many albums we must have made, maybe 10 or 15, and I played on one of Ed's Concord albums called I Wished on the Moon. And there were countless others. We did a few for CTL that with Ed, where I was the arranger-conductor and he was the soloist, and so we've had a long association together. I call Ed the poet of the guitar. He just, in any situation, he just kind of fits in and just makes the music better, whether it's in a big band or on a commercial gig. I think he really shines kind of when he's on small groups, where like a trio or a duo or a quartet, where he has a little more space to stretch out and do what he does. And he's just the perfect accompanist. He's all ears, just listening all the time, and just provides the greatest background to anybody who wants to sing with him or play with him. So I don't know, he's just one of those masterful musicians that we're fortunate to have here.
Many people were shocked and disappointed when Ed announced his retirement.
There were quite a few people who said, we'd like you to try and make a comeback or something. But I don't know, there again, if am I just too lazy or what, but hasn't happened.
Ed speaks honestly when he talks about life as a jazz musician.
It's not a good choice for making a living. Some people can manage it if they're have some kind of business sense along with the desire to make music. Works for some people, but for a lot of them it's just very frustrating and disappointing. But if somebody really wants badly enough to be a musician, then they will do it, even if it's not going to be a practical thing to do. It's just something they have to do. It's in their blood. They can't deny it.